Hi, this is Charlie Brens. I'm a Navy veteran. I served from 1966 to 1970. This YouTube channel is devoted to the practice of Yoga Nidra, often called the meditative heart of yoga. I'm a certified Yoga Nidra instructor, and since 2015, every Saturday morning I've been going to the VA hospital here in Denver and sharing Yoga Nidra with the mental health inpatients. When the pandemic hit, I was no longer able to visit the inpatients, but we did a number of sessions online for mental health outpatients with a good deal of success. That's when I decided to create this YouTube channel for all veterans, so anyone can access it at any time and in any place. While I have numerous Yoga Nidra audio recordings, the one I'm sharing here is what I created for the vets. I also offer Yoga Nidra to the general public, and I can say that from the many different scripts that I have shared, this one seems to be the most popular and helps create some amazing changes over time. If you're not familiar with Yoga Nidra, ideally we practice in a quiet, dimly lit space, lying on our back, feet apart, arms away from the body, palms of the hands facing upward, and eyes closed throughout the practice. If you're unable to lie on your back, find a position where you are comfortable and can remain pretty much motionless through the 25-minute practice. After the practice, I'll take a few minutes to share how both Yoga Nidra and sleep work. Plus, I'll also give you a simple method for dealing with anxiety that many vets have found very helpful. You can pause the audio here if you want until you're set to begin, and then turn it back on. Lying on your back on a surface that supports you from your head to your heels. Hold your feet apart, arms away from the body, palms of the hands facing upward, eyes closed throughout the practice. Let the body become quiet and still with just the abdomen moving with the breath. Just watching the breath without concern. No need to analyze the breath. No need to control the breath. Throughout the practice, simply allowing the breath to move at its own pace. Now let the entire body rest within the breath. While keeping your eyes closed, and continuing to allow the breath to flow naturally. With each inhale, move your gaze upward towards the eyebrow center, midway between the eyebrows. And on the exhale, allow the eyes to return to their natural, comfortable position. Focus on having the eyes follow the breath. Up to the eyebrow center on the inhale, and back down again on the exhale. Breath flowing freely. Now let the eyes rest in their natural, comfortable position. And bring your awareness to your 5 senses. Allow your sense of vision, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, and your sense of touch to fade away, to fall into the background. Focus your awareness on your sense of hearing. Become aware of only what you hear. Maybe sounds inside the room, or sounds outside the room, or beginnings or ends of sounds. But no need to concern yourself with what's creating the sound. All sound is merely vibration. Simply be aware of the vibration itself. Now narrow your awareness down to the sound of my voice. If you choose to follow the words, that's okay. If you choose to follow just the vibration, that's okay. Bring your awareness back to your body, resting peacefully. As I name different body parts, take your awareness to those parts and simply mentally relax those parts. Follow my pace as I go along. Begin with your awareness of the right hand. Relax the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Relax the palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm. Relax the right shoulder, the armpit, right side of the waist, the hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel. Relax the sole of the right foot, the top of the foot. Relax the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth. Take your awareness to the left hand. Relax the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Relax the palm of the hand. Back of the hand. The wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Relax the left shoulder. Armpit. Left side of the waist. Hip. Thigh. Knee. Calf muscle. Ankle. Heel. Relax the sole of the foot. Top of the foot. Relax the big toe. Second. Third. Fourth. And fifth. Bring your awareness now to your head. Relax the scalp on the head. Skin on the forehead. The right temple. Left temple. Right eyebrow. Left eyebrow. Right eyelid. Left eyelid. Right eye. Left eye. Right ear. Left ear. Right cheek. Left cheek. Relax the bridge of the nose. The tip of the nose. And now feel the flow of air in and out of both nostrils. Relax the upper lip, lower lip, the chin, the jaw. Relax the tongue, the throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, the middle of the chest, upper abdomen. Relax the navel, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, shift your awareness to the back of your head. Relax the back of the head where it touches the surface beneath you. Relax the back of the neck. Right shoulder blade. Left shoulder blade. The entire spinal cord. Back of the right hip. Back of the left hip. Right hip bone. Left hip bone. Now relax the head and the spinal cord together. Relax the whole right arm. The whole left arm. Both arms together. Relax the complete torso. The whole right leg. The whole left leg. Both legs together. And now relax the entire body from head to toe, all at once. Bring your awareness back to your breath, allowing it to enter and leave the body freely, effortlessly. On the exhale, imagine a breath descending from the top of the head down to the toes. And then on the inhale, imagine a breath rising from the toes up to the top of the head. On the exhale, imagine a breath descending from the top of the head down to the toes. And then on the inhale, imagine a breath rising from the toes up to the top of the head. Now imagine a breath descending on the exhale from the top of the head down to the knees, and rising on the inhale from the knees up to the top of the head. Imagine a breath descending on the exhale from the top of the head down to the knees, and rising on the inhale from the knees up to the top of the head. Now, be the breath, descending on the exhale from the top of the head down to the base of the spine, and be the breath, rising on the inhale from the base of the spine up to the top of the head. Breathe the breath down to the base of the spine. And be the breath rising to the top of the head. Now be the breath descending from the top of the head down to the navel, and rising from the navel up to the top of the head, down to the navel, up to the top of the head. Now be the breath descending down to the space in the middle of the chest. And be the breath rising from the space in the middle of the chest up to the top of the head. Be the breath down to the space in the middle of the chest. And be the breath up to the top of the head. And now, be the breath descending from the top of the head down to the throat, and be the breath rising from the throat up to the top of the head, down to the throat, up to the top of the head. Be aware of the space between the eyebrows. Be aware of the space at the throat. Be aware of the space in the middle of the chest. Be aware of the silence that is in the space in the middle of the chest. Be aware of the stillness that is in the space in the middle of the chest. Allow your awareness to rest within the silence and the stillness that is in the space in the middle of the chest. Allow your attention to hold on to that deep silence and stillness. It's always there. Silence. And stillness. Be aware of the space at the throat. Be aware of the space between the eyebrows. Be aware of the quietness of your mind. Be aware of the smoothness of your breath. Be aware of the peacefulness of the physical body. Silence. Stillness. Keeping your eyes closed, gently move just toes and fingers. Hold on to the silence and stillness. Keeping eyes closed, moving arms and legs nice and easy. Holding on to the silence and stillness. When you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Allow your five senses to fully re-engage in the room around you. Bring that deep silence and stillness with you. Keep it with you. This concludes your practice of Yoga Nidra. Namaste. If you wish, you can halt the audio now and come back to it later on. So now a very simple and basic explanation of what goes on during Yoga Nidra and sleep. They're both mind-body experiences with the same brainwave patterns, just experienced in a different way. There are basically 4 different brainwave patterns that we experience: beta, alpha, theta, and delta. Beta is our awakened state. Alpha is the brief period between being awake and being asleep, where we have limited awareness of our environment. Then theta is dreamlike sleep, or REM sleep. And finally, delta is deep sleep, where we are basically unconscious. Various hormones that help us heal both physically and mentally, such as melatonin, DHEA, and human growth hormone, are released during the different stages of sleep and Yoga Nidra. Something else worth mentioning here is a recently discovered system the brain has for clearing toxins. Around 2012, science became aware of what is called the glymphatic system. The body has a lymphatic system to remove toxins, with glands in the groin, armpits, and throat. The glymphatic system lies within the brain and is comprised of glial cells that are much smaller and far outnumber our neurons, our brain cells. As the brain becomes more and more quiet during a healthy sleep, the neurons actually physically shrink in size up to 40%, leaving behind a lot of space that the glial cells move into and through, physically clearing toxins from the brain. It's now also known that this system works best when we sleep on either side, left or right, much better than our back or our stomach. As for how frequently we should practice Yoga Nidra, I'll simply say that over the years I see a big difference between those who choose to make it a daily practice, every day for a minimum of 90 days, as opposed to others who approach it more casually. Whatever works for you. But I have to tell you this. One vet told me daily use of Yoga Nidra has literally saved his life. That's a pretty powerful statement. Some people do it only when they feel stressed, or maybe a couple of times a week. Whatever works for you, but I have to say that a daily practice for at least 90 days will bring about some pretty amazing changes. So now for an effective method I know that some vets use for dealing with anxiety. If you remember early in the practice, we had our eyes closed and then eyes up following the breath up to the eyebrow center on the inhale and back down on the exhale. When we do that, it stimulates the pineal gland, which releases melatonin, and melatonin calms us. So anytime you're feeling anxious, try to find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and just follow the breath up to the eyebrow center on the inhale and back down again. Do that for about 15 to 20 breaths, and you will be more relaxed. It's just the way we work. And finally, some thoughts on helping us get a healthy night's sleep. Here are recommendations, many of which are difficult to follow, but it's good to know them just the same. No electronics whatsoever at least 30 minutes prior to bedtime. Sleep in a completely darkened room where you can't see your hand in front of your face. Be in bed at the same time every night. Try to be in bed lights out no later than 10 p.m. We have a circadian rhythm that is aware of night and day, regardless of what lights are on around us. So it's very important to be aware of it. And finally, sleep on either side to help the lymphatic system. I hope you enjoy Yoga Nidra, and thank you for your service.